Hi, I'm Ken Ellison. I'm your engine guy. Today is our very first Facebook live video feed. We've never done that before. The main man AJ is building an engine. We built old school 302. He just fired it up outside, and it is thundering the building so much I had to show it to you. It really impresses me. This is an old school rebuild. When you sit back and I tell you what's in this motor, it doesn't really sound all that interesting, to be perfectly honest. We got a 10-to-1 302 Ford, 351 Windsor heads, and a Comp 268 cam. This is a 10-to-1 302 Ford motor, and this thing fires up. It's rattling the windows into place. It sounds like a big block. It's outside running. We're going to walk one out there. We're going to let you hear it. We're going to rev it up a few, and then we'll turn it off and let you so we can hear, and we'll talk about it a little bit. All right, follow me, Mike. That is an impressive 302 motor. I have been doing this for 37 years, and that thing, when that fired up, it put goosebumps on my arms. I love this. As you can see, it's nothing real extraordinary. We have cast iron heads, set of Hedman headers, small intake. This is we've got a race series carburetor. This actually belongs to AJ. The customer has his out being rebuilt, so we're going to rebuild when he comes back. He took it to someone. When he comes back, we're going to go ahead and put that on. You turn this stuff down a little bit so we can hear. MSD distributor 6AL box. This is the basic kind of engine that when I first got in this business, this is what we did. If you had a 302 which you wanted to run, you didn't go buy cylinder heads like you do today. There weren't stroker kits available like they are today. As a matter of fact, when I got in this business, you would take crankshafts and offset grind them and come up with your own stroker combinations. Then you had to design the pistons and have the pistons built. And a lot of times we'd go from a Ford ride to a Chevy ride. But this is really an old school rebuild. It's not even a stroker motor, and it's nothing like what we do here today, and this thing sounds fantastic. It's a cast crank 302 Ford motor with ARP rod bolts. We balanced it, we bored it, we deck plate honed it. The line bore was checked in it. This particular motor, we didn't have the line bore. The camshaft is a 268 comp cam that we degreed in. The cylinder heads were a 3-angle valve job, and the very first thing we do on every single engine before we build it is we pressure test it, we magnaflux it, and we do the same with the cylinder heads to make sure that the core is good. Once all that was done, the whole full rebuild went on. This is a real basic engine. And you know, for guys that are out spending ridiculous amounts of money on stroker type products, and this is just going to be an absolutely cool engine for this customer. There are a couple people my age that got a Mustang. They want to go to car shows, and they want it to be totally drivable. And here in this Maryland weather, where the weather pattern changes all the time, tune-ups are real temperamental, but not on this engine. This engine is running 12 degrees of timing at an idle. It's not overheating. It's been out here running for 45 minutes. It's running at 190 degrees on what's a pretty hot day out. Not terrible, but it's right here in the sun. It's pretty hot on this side of the building. And it's not going to be temperamental. We got 12 degrees of timing at full advance when they're all out getting it. It's going to be up at 32. We actually even got a vacuum advance here on it that we may or may not hook up. We'll decide on that after we run it when we get the next carburetor on. When he brings us the carburetor he's actually going to use, we're going to finish fine-tuning it. And once it's fine-tuned, all he's going to have to do is take this home, drop it in his vehicle, start it up, and make sure that everything that he did, you don't have any antifreeze leaks or nothing like that. This is tuned, timed, broken. It's going to be plug and play, and they're going to. It literally can be dropped in the car in a couple hours, and he'll be driving. But anyhow, I just wanted to share this with you because every great once in a while we fire something up, and it's extraordinary. And for the simplicity of this motor, the little bit that we actually put into it, I'm totally impressed, and I just want to share it with you. And videos never, never, never do the noise of an engine justice, the sound of an engine. Just like when you look at cars online and you look at the paint job, you can never tell what a paint job really, really looks like until you sit there in front of it and it's underneath the sun. But on this one here, this thing sounds like a big block fired up. It really thundered the whole shop. I'm all the way in the back room. I'm putting something else together, and when it's fired up, it was like. But anyhow, I'm Ken Ellison. I'm your engine guy. We're coming to you. Our first live feed on behalf of myself and all the guys. We thank you.
Fire it up again. We got some late there.
We're done.